Here's a 2nd and 12. The third quarter begins with a run.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll look to pick up the pace.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll stick with him again. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Watson now on second down. Now he'll run. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On first down, Watson. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Ball is hit. He's lost the football. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Chiefs will take a 14-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The tight end going in motion to the left. Watson now on first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So on now for fourth down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. First and 10. Up the middle they go. Good blocking to the 15. And he's down at the 3. What a run. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. KC. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down up past the 35. On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a... From in close. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Ready?
Now give on the ground. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, Watson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.